Hello YouTube and welcome back to Naval Action with Pluton. So I haven't made a video in a little while. I've been unlocking bigger ships. I've recently just unlocked the Surprise, which feels like a big step up from the previous ship, the Cerberus. Cerberus only has 11 or 13 guns on each side, whereas the Surprise here has 19 guns, and it definitely feels like a big increase in firepower. It also really feels like it has a lot thicker armour than the Cerberus. It's just overall a much stronger ship, and it's still quite manoeuvrable, even for a ship this size. The Cerberus and the Snow are very manoeuvrable, and it's quite easy to stern camp a large ship. I expected that the Surprise would be a bit more weighty and lumbersome to move around, but I've actually had a lot of success with stern camping on bigger ships, Victories and Bellonas, so it's definitely still an option. Not that I'm the best player in the world by any means, but it's not been too difficult to stay in behind the large ships. So, getting back to the match at hand, we have 5 versus 6. I'm on the side with 6. We've got Victories and Bellonas on each side. It's quite a balanced game. I would actually say that our team probably has a slight advantage because I'm on it. No, not really. Just because they have the Constitution and a Surprise, we have a Trincomalee and 2 Surprise. We'll see how it plays out, but I definitely think my team should have the numerical and overall gun advantage. Depends how we actually play, however. Random groups like this in the Naval Action Alpha, it's purely your luck whether you get a good group which stays together, tries to form a line, helps each other out, or if you just get a bunch of people who just want to go crazy and attack the other side. I guess some people want to do that so that they can increase their damage, put out a lot of damage quite quickly, in order to unlock bigger ships, and they don't really care if they get killed whilst doing that, but they can put out a lot of damage before they get sunk, just trying to build up to bigger ships more quickly, but that doesn't help the rest of your team, so try not to do that, please. My team generally seem to be staying quite well together. I'm going to try and get in the line here, to try and form up a line behind these 2 ships here. We are going to approach quite soon. I'm not sure if I should load double shot on my port side or not. We may pass the opposing team with still quite a bit of distance. Now I've got to make a decision here about this ship in front of me. He's going quite slow. I'm going to go into the wind to avoid him. I'm not sure why they're going so slow. His sails seem to be up, but they're not moving very fast at all. So I'll try and stay out of the way, not collide into anyone. It's definitely a bigger deal if you collide with another ship in the Surprise rather than a smaller ship. Smaller ships tend to just smash against a big ship and not really cause much of a dent, whereas if you're in a bigger ship like a Surprise or even the Cerberus, it's going to cause a lot of damage. Now here we see my sails getting absolutely wrecked by the Victory over here, I believe. Yes, it is. So let's repay the favour and give him a bit of fire on himself. That's a bit high, I think. Still a little bit high. Yeah, got some hits there, that's not too bad. I'm going to be careful not to crash into my teammates. I'll probably take this opportunity. Well, I'm not sure actually. We're all heading into the wind. I think we're gonna turn around to the right to starboard. I'm taking a few hits, which is not very pleasant. Yeah, we're moving in quite a good sync here. Everyone seems to be following the lead and turning around to starboard. Yeah, we can see there Ragnar Hairy Trousers asking us to wear around to 300 degrees, which is all the way around to about there. So I guess he's thinking we should completely turn around about 290 degrees and come into close quarters with our opponents, which seems to be not too bad a plan. I may take this opportunity to load double shot on my port side because it's not going to see much action for a while. I'll probably take one more shot with my starboard side just about now, if I can avoid crashing here. Although the opposing team may cut around the back of us again, which I think they might actually be doing, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. I can see, oh shit, there's a ship in the way. He's cut his sails, thankfully. Myself and Joseph C have been able to avoid him. That's not a good position to be in. Let's not blame him too much though. So I'll try and take a few shots on the Victory here. That wasn't too bad, I think. I just about caught his top deck. May have killed some crew, which is nice. I think some of those shots went a little bit high. Yeah, as expected, the opponents are now cutting around behind us, probably trying to go in for a rake. But we're continuing to wear round to 300 degrees. So we're going in the opposite directions to each other, port to starboard. I should have loaded double shot there, didn't really take the opportunity. Try another shot here. A tiny bit low. Another few shots off there, didn't do too much damage to be honest. Yeah, so it looks like we will now tack into the wind, I guess, if we're going to follow Ragnar's lead. Trying to get a fleet this size to all tack at once is going to be interesting without crashing into each other, but we'll do our best. I'll switch to gunnery mode now, just after we tack. Wasn't too bad attack from me for once, although I say I've got quite good at stern camping. I've often lost out when the opponent has decided to attack because I've just mucked up the manual sails. Old Ironside is still heading off in the old direction, so hopefully he'll be able to turn around quite quickly. I will take this opportunity to load double on my starboard side as well. Try and use my forward guns. That was a bit short. That was a bit high. So yeah, we're now in a position where both teams are really quite close. I should have slowed down a bit before now, I don't want to get stuck. Oh dear. Yeah, so they're circling round now as well. If I can nip through this little gap, I might be able to avoid getting raked, and I might get a rake on this Victory at the same time. Possibly. I've just taken a huge amount of damage. I'll pop a double repair. Let's see if we can get a rake going here. That wasn't too bad. We now have this enemy. Yeah, I'm going to go into survival mode. I'm taking on a lot of water. This isn't exactly what I expected would happen here. I've wound up right in the middle of the thick of it. Ragnar is now going off in that direction. Maybe I should have followed him, but I'm a bit stuck now. I think I will cut some of my sails and try and fall behind, let someone else soak up a bit of damage for a while. Ragnar's now kind of getting caught up with 2 ships behind. I've lost a lot of armour. I now have no repairs, which is not a good situation. Some people might think that repairs are only for armour. Actually, you can repair your sails, but more importantly your rudder, which you use to steer, and your pump, which is used to pump water out of your ship, can also get broken or completely broken, so it's often a good idea to keep a repair for either of those just in case it happens. Probably about a 1 in 100 shot that it happens, but it definitely does happen. So I probably should have kept 1 repair at least. I think here I will probably get raked once or twice by a couple of these opponents. We're really kind of surrounded now. This isn't a great position to be in. Not that the opposing team has stayed any more together, but we are definitely even more mixed up than they are. Avoid my teammate here. I've got... oh, this is the Victory coming back around again. He's probably going to target me with his port side shot, although there's a couple of other juicy targets here, but they're going round behind his own team, so yeah, I think it's going to be me. So I will try and show him my side where most of my armour is. Ragnar is also coming up beside. He might actually target him instead, to be honest. I can take a quick shot. No, I can't. Ragnar has come in the way. This is quite a chaotic battle. A lot of the battles I've had tonight have been more orderly than this. A bit more structured. This has just turned into pretty much chaos, which is fun as well, but I'll try and take a bit of a shot on Absalon here. That's a hit. I think quite a few of my shots missed there for some reason. So I will follow Ragnar and just try and stay in position with him, for now at least. We've got Centric coming up on the side, that's not so good for me. I'll try and turn about, not show my stern. Got shots loaded. I'll let him take his broadside and then turn away, because I really don't want him to show him my rear. Who's this? Danro as well. Okay, so he's taking his broadside, so I'm going to use manual sails. I think I was stuck in manual sails there actually. That might have been why I was manoeuvring so badly. I forgot to put it back to auto sails. I'm getting a bit more separated from the action now, which is good because I have no repairs. Quite a lot of those ships went behind, shots went behind, sorry. Now Centric is going to try and come across my rear. I'm blocked from turning to port by Danro, which is not good for me. Oh god. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be sinking very soon. I'm already in survival mode, so that's not going to help. I think if I actually drop sails and just try and stay maybe at range as much as possible, I might be able to survive for a little bit of time. Yeah, I think no one. Well, we've got one surprise dead. Contrary to what I said earlier, I think our team is going to lose quite badly. That was a bit anemic. Well, no clue here has No sails, I'm not sure if he's dead or not. All of our team has become pretty much split up. I mean, I'm defeated, I'm dead. Our big ships, Victory and Bellona, seem to be okay. Well, the Bellona has lost his stern sheet. Sorry, I forget the name. Bowsprit! Bowsprit, yep. Come in. What have we got here? Centric might be a better target for me rather than wasting my shots on this snow. I think he uses snow. Oh, he's in the, that's a Cerberus actually. I should have got to know it by now. But let's try and take out this. A few of those hit. That wasn't too bad. Pretty bad shape here. I think the flooding that I have is now unstoppable. I am going to sink at some point. It's always a decision whether to just run in and try and cause as much damage as possible, or sit back and just hope that the flooding subsides a little bit. Sometimes it can stop at a certain stage, not very often though. Usually it means you will sink. This is not good. If I still had higher armour and wasn't sinking, I'd probably try and fall back, join up with our ships of the line here, and try and get into a better position, but I should probably just try and fire off as much as I can before I die. Yep, I'm definitely sinking. Looks like we need water wings at this stage, if not diving apparatus. I can maybe take a couple of bow shots on Absalon here. Maybe not. No, I'm actually sinking too much that I can't even fire. Well, here goes. Oh! And through the smoke and the sunset, I am sinking to the bottom of the depths. Yep, so that was quite an interesting match. Didn't really get to use much tactics or strategy, it was pretty much just a mess, to be honest. But let's try another one and see what happens. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.